Well, guys, another year has come and gone. So, yeah. Hey, guys, it's me again, and today I'm going to be doing my review on 2022. So, where should I even begin with 2022? Like, there's so much to talk about. Like, I can't believe this year actually exists. Well, it should exist, but this year it was a massive improvement than the last 2 years we had. 2021 was hit and miss, but 2020 can just rot in hell for all I care. But 2022 was a great year. I mean, it's not perfect, but it was a big improvement than the last 2 years we had. We bar- like we barely had any COVID restrictions this year. Like, well, except for the beginning of this year, but that doesn't really matter. And 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 we don't have to wear masks anymore since February, and that's pretty cool. And we don't really talk about COVID anymore. That's just old news. That's just like yesterday's news. Like, they do talk about it from time to time, but not as much as they did. So yeah. And what should I say about this year? Like, where should I even begin with? Should I do the same thing as last year? Well, probably not. I like to keep this video as short as possible. And let's just begin with the pros I have with this year. So, I did a lot of things this year. Like, there's lots of stuff that I did. Like, I saw a lot of movies this year. Well, maybe not every movie, but I did see lots. And I went to a lot of festivals. Like, in May, I went to the Farm Festival in. What's the town again? Um, I think it's in Dundee, I think it's called. And I also went to the Ploughing Champion back in September, which was really fun. And I also went to the Royal Festival in Trim, the Puka, back in October. And I also went to the Moynalty Steam Fair back in August, and that was really fun. And I also went to Dublin City early this year to the Wax Museum, and that was a lot of fun. Hope we do this again this year because it was really worth it. And I also get to go. I also got to go on the train back in February, which was really fun. I mean, we did have a few difficult transportations. Like, let me tell you a story about what happened. Like, I was originally meant to go to Port that day, but I went on the Maynooth train line, and it doesn't go to Port so when we were going, so my mom decided that we should go up to Sligo for the day, and we traveled to different train stations. Like, we passed through Kilcock, Enfield, Mullingar, and then Edgeworthstown in Longford, and we had a bit of trouble there. Like, we had to get a bus going back to Mullingar, and we went to Mullingar, and after that we went home. So yeah, that was pretty fun. A bit hit and miss, but pretty good. So yeah, and what else? What else did I really like about this year? Um, um, I just don't know, guys. There's lots of stuff that are worth talking about. Like, I got to go on a lot of days out with my friends. Like, sorry about that. Um, trying to think. Oh yeah, and I got to go on a lot of days out with my friends. Like most of the time, we went to the Arc Arena this year. Well, pretty much the second half of the year, which was fun. And we also had lots of birthday parties, and that was also fun. And yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, I had my 17th birthday party at the Zone early this year, which was pretty cool. And yeah. Oh yeah, and I also went to this event in the Knightsbrook Hotel early this year, which that was pretty fun with the 6 years in LCAs, which that was pretty fun. And another good thing about this year that I got to meet Simon Harris. Yes, the Simon Harris. Like if you don't know who Simon Harris is, he works for the government and he's a minister for finance, or he used to be the Minister of Health, but now he's something else. And back on January 31st, he came to visit my school, which that was really cool. And I'm not joking when I said that I literally met him, which that was really good. And let's hope I meet Simon Harris again. Or who knows, I might meet Micheál Martin, the Taoiseach of this country. So yeah. And what else should I say? Oh yeah, there was a lot of good shows that came out this year, like Scrat Tales came out, Cars on the Road, Sonic Prime, My Little Pony Make Your Mark, which is a sequel to the New Generation. What else? What else came out this year that's worth talking about? Oh yeah, Fireman Sam Series 14 came out, which it came out late last year, which was a bit unexpected, but pretty good. And what else came out? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and I also got a job this year, which that was really good. That's another pro that I have. And I started working in my, and I'm not going to tell you where I work because it's private, but and if you're wondering what job I'm doing, I work at a local shop. Like basically I do retail stuff, which that's pretty cool. I pretty much do the merchandising and check the dates on the product and put them in date order, and yeah. And sometimes I work at the till, and that's pretty fun. So yeah, that's pretty awesome if you ask me. So yeah. And another pro that I have this year is I had two swimming competitions back in November. The first one was on the 1st of November in the Aquatic Centre, and basically on that day it was a trial to try and get to Kilkenny, and I passed. I was worried I wasn't going to pass, but I did it. And I made it into the finals in Kilkenny, and you pretty much know already, but in Kilkenny I didn't win anything. I came in 5th and 6th, which, yeah. And what I also know that winning's not everything. So yeah. Oh yeah, and what else? And there's pretty much loads of things I could just go on about. I could be here all day talking about the good stuff about this year. About last year. So yeah. And there are lots of good events in the school this year, like I did TY lessons, like I helped with the sports, I made a movie with them, and Yeah, I did lots. It was a pretty much experimental year for me. Pretty much the experimental that I've ever been. So yeah. And what else is worth talking about? Oh yeah, back in June we raised how many? We raised lots of money for the youth club because at that time, which was back in June, and we raised lots of money for the new youth club, which I'm not going to tell you where the youth club is because it's private. And back in November, we moved to the new youth club, and they worked so much on it. Like, it's really good. Like, I wish I could tell you where it is, but I can't. So yeah, and I'm pretty much going to be here all day talking about the positives. But let's just get on with the negatives that I had with this year. Well, there was quite a lot of negatives this year, like pretty much personal stuff in my life, which I don't really feel comfortable talking about because it's private and it's my own business. And one of the things I didn't really like about this year is and this was also the year when Russia invaded Ukraine. Like, the war has been going on for like nearly a year at this point. Like, it started on the 23rd of February of last year, and next month last year would be 1 year since the war started, which I don't think it's over yet. Like, why did they even have to attack Ukraine? Like, Ukraine didn't do anything to Russia. Like, out of all the countries in the world that you could attack, you chose Ukraine. Like, and I heard rumors that World War III might happen, but I find those lies to be bullshit. Like, I don't think World War III is gonna happen. Those are just stupid theories that people just keep posting up on the internet just to get attention and money. Yeah, just don't believe those stupid lies from those idiots that want to impress people. So yeah, and another con that I have with this year is when Queen Elizabeth died. Yes, the Queen Elizabeth II died back in September the 8th, which that was really sad. And she died at the age of 96, I think. Yeah, 96. I think it was 96. Yeah, 96. First Prince Charles died. Prince Charles died last year, and now Queen Elizabeth died, which at first it was really sad, but we have to be happy. But if anything, we have to be happy for her because she's in a better place now. She's away from all the violence and war that's happening in this world, especially the Ukraine invasion. Ugh. So yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, and another con that I had this year is COVID. Like, I did say earlier that COVID is old news, but in my house, my brother, mom, and dad got it. Which my brother and my mother got it back in March, and my dad got it back in October. Like, I was really pissed off about it. Like, I wasn't expecting COVID to come into our house. Like, I thought we were gonna be fully free from COVID, which we're not actually. And there might be a slight risk that me and my sister might get in the future, which it's been 3 years since COVID started. Just because the pandemic is over doesn't mean the virus itself is gone. No, 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 no. I think the virus is going to be staying for a very long time. Probably until the rest of the time. But thankfully it's not contagious as it once was. Like, if we got it back in, say, 2020, then that'd be a big issue. But we're lucky we got it last year. So yeah. And a few of my family members did get COVID before we did in my house. But we won't go on about it. So yeah. And one other issues I have with this year. School was a bit of a pain in the butt at times because I don't want to go too much on it because I do LCA now and there's some students in there that just literally don't want to do their work and they just like to distract and just be constant annoying at times. Like, that's really annoying. But I do manage to get my work done and yeah. And speaking of school, I'm doing LCA this year, which and there goes another con I have with this year, the exams. Like back in November, we had tests going on, and thankfully my tests were on Friday, but it was a eyesore to sit through it. Like I couldn't stand a moment of it, but I managed to survive it for some reason. I thought I wasn't gonna survive it, but I managed to. Which, that's good. So yeah. And what else should I say about this year? Hold on, I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, and another pro that I had with this year is that I got to go to base sports back in August. Like, I had a blast going to base sports. I really hope I go there again next year. Like, it's basically like an outdoor water park, which is really fun. And after that, we went to Athlone, and yeah, you pretty much, and yeah, so that was pretty fun. And I also got to go to some sleepovers this year, which that was pretty fun. And another pro that I have with this year is that my mom's uncle Joe came to visit me, which my uncle Joe lives in the United Kingdom. I'm not going to tell you where he lives because it's private. And he came to visit back in July and it was really fun. I really hope he comes again next year, which I don't know if he will, but we'll have to wait and see this year. So yeah. And yeah, there's pretty much lots of things to talk about this year that are worth talking about. Like, I think I've said much. So 2022 was a really good year, big improvement in the last 2 years we had. And let's see what the far future will bring to us. Will 2023 be good or bad? We don't know. I mean, it's just the first day of 2023, but we'll just have to wait and see. So, yep. And if you're wondering what my New Year's resolutions are, I'm probably going to spend a bit more time with my family because most of the time this year I've been cooped up in my little room. Sorry about that. And I'm hoping to spend less time in the room and spend a bit more time with my family. So yeah. And my other New Year's resolution is that I'm gonna try and make more videos for you guys, like the videos that I've been promising, which haven't come out. But I'm hoping this year that all my videos will come out. I don't know when they'll come out, but I'll decide when I'm in the mood to do it. And if you're wondering when the Family Guy DVD collection is coming out, then I'd probably say in a few days. I'm not promising, but we'll just have to wait and see. Depends on how I feel, because sometimes I don't really have the strength or energy to do those kind of videos. Sometimes I just feel like relaxing and all that. So yeah. And what else is worth talking about? I'm hoping to have more sleepovers with my friends, which is pretty cool. And I'm also planning for another sleepover in a few days, so that's pretty cool. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about 2022. It was a good year, and I give 2022 a 9 out of 10. It was a good year. So yeah. So that's all for now. Stay tuned for some more videos coming up soon, and this is me signing off. And before I end this video, I'd like to ask you a brief question. What do you think of 2022? Just let me know in the comments below, and I'd like and love it, or comment. So yeah, that's all for now. Stay tuned for some more videos coming up soon, and this is me signing off. Bye.